Hi, I'm Hurricane Lexi, Lady Radiance, or Lexi, whatever you know me as. I am a published author. I have a book called Radiance, a Never Too Radiant anthology. It is new. It came out in December of last year, so we are still in the first year getting things going. And I'm also a model, a speaker, an empowerment coach, ray of radiance, pretty much. Just here to shine light to the world, spread love, light, radiance, fun, all of that wonderful things. So today's session is actually going to be about just some raw talk, because I like to be weird. I'm weird, I'm random. I am somewhat of an emotional translator, so I understand what your heart is speaking. So when I talk to people, I speak to them as it's coming to my head and to my heart, and I ask people to do the same. So the way that people are able to express how they're feeling, what's going on, in ways that aren't, socially correct, politically correct, social norm. It doesn't sound like it's it makes sense, or it doesn't sound, like it's grammatically or correct or anything like that. Don't worry about that when you come to deal with me. With me, you can be like, I'll be like, how are you feeling, or what's going on? And you can tell me that, I got these feelings, and it goes kind of like this, and then it like shoots up, but it's like gray, but it's got like swirls, and it kind of just talk to me like that, because more than likely I'll be able to understand it. And if not, I definitely will ask for clarification. But with me, you have a safe space, you have a brave space, you have a space where you can be yourself, where you can express yourself raw, authentically, truly, how it's coming to you, how it feels, what it looks like, anything of that nature. I'm here for you, and I speak life into you. I pour into you. I help you feel deeply, look into yourself, face the darkness, face the fear that comes with going into yourself deeply, or going into that dark space, anything like that. What I want you to do is be okay with doing that, and do it scared, and know that you have somebody here who is willing, able, and capable to, be there on your side with you as you go through it. So this one is about speaking life into yourself, speaking light and love into yourself when you don't feel like it, but you need to. We've all been there. I've definitely been there. I'm going to share some of my personal experiences, as well as some ways that I've learned, things that I've learned from those lessons, things that I've integrated within my life, how it's helped me, how it helps me, to this day as I continue to move forward, how it helped me in those moments, things of that nature. But I also wanted to start off with just reading a couple affirmations. I got this wonderful deck from my sister. She gifted it to me, so it's a beautiful affirmations deck, and it's soulful affirmation cards to guide you through the ebbs and flows of life. So I shuffled them a little bit before I got on live, and did some for the beginning and then some for the end. So there's 2 cards that came out for each one, so I'm going to start off by reading those, and then I definitely want you guys to let me know how you feel, what comes up for you, what thoughts come up, what revelations, what feelings, triggers, emotions, thoughts, anything of the nature. Feel free to share them with me, either live, or message me directly. You can reach out to the Random Radiance line, which is the line where you can get in contact with me. We can spread the radiance. We can connect about different events that are happening, how to schedule your sessions, etc., etc. That phone number is 313-451-2297. Once again, that Random Radiance line is 313-451-2297. So let's go ahead and get into the first affirmation card that we have here. And this one is titled Wild. It goes, there is a fire deep within your belly, begging to be acknowledged, begging to be released. So what is it then, dear one, that is holding you back? Go ahead. You're safe here. Throw your head back. Let the sound escape your lips. Find yourself dancing and singing, moving and racing, breaking free. Feel the wind whip through your hair, your heart beat within your chest. Feel the light pour into every cell of your body. Welcome it. Become it. There is beauty in the untamed, dear one. Come dance with it. Like I said, I just shuffled them and just picked them out. And so I'm reading this for the first time that you guys are hearing it. So thank God for alignment. But another thing in that card that I noticed, that just be free, have fun, dance. If you know me or if you see me, I love to dance. I'm always doing some sort of a dance, some sort of a move, anything like that. Random times, while I'm eating, while I'm talking, while I'm dancing, just to move the energy within me, let it flow, let it go, enjoy myself, let that inner child have some fun. I'm very, very passionate about the inner child and about being free, being creative, connecting with yourself deeper. The little you that was playing in pigtails or braids or whatever, the little you is still in there as the adult you. And it still needs to be heard and understood and loved and cared for and all of these things just like you. So it's all in one. It's to get, apart, together, intertwined, all of that. So I'm really passionate about helping people get more connected with their inner child, get more connected to play and fun and creativity and just being authentically you, just being in your space, moving how you want to move, being how you want to be unapologetically. And also, disclaimer before we really get into it, I use profanity and I'm perfectly okay with that. If you are not, after I read this other affirmation, you might want to go ahead because there probably be some profanity in here, but that's part of who I am. I, have a eloquent vocabulary, essentially, or, I use my words in creative ways, and sometimes I do use profanity. So that is one thing. You will probably hear me say "suck my ass," more than likely. Just letting you know if that makes you feel any type of way. After I read this other affirmation, feel free to check back in later or come back a different time. But we're going to have some fun. We're going to be raw. We're going to be authentic. We're going to be transparent. We're going to be free. We're going to have fun. So let's get into this other affirmation card that we have here. And this one is titled Attitude. What if you were to imagine a world in which everything happened for you instead of one in which everything happens to you? What would you see differently? What would you do differently? The simple act of allowing yourself to shift your perspective has the power to shift your entire life. Boom. So, getting into that. So, we've got attitude, we've got wow. Let that fire out. Let the fire go. Change your perspective on things. And that's definitely something that I have had a lot of practice and continue to have practice with doing. It's a beautiful journey all around. It's not always fun. It's not always nice. It's not always pretty. But ultimately, it's beautiful because of the seeds that are planted within me, the seeds that are nurtured and fertilized that are within me. They fertilize my soul soil and allow me to integrate and allow me to really tap into myself, tap into my feelings, tap into who I am and what I, am here for. Shift that and bring it on out and radiate that to the world and continue to grow and elevate and evolve. So two of the biggest things for me that have made probably the biggest impact for how I speak life into myself when I don't feel like it, how I speak life into myself when I do feel like it, being able to authentically and really speak that life, speak that light, be that light, and share it with other people and do it in a healthy way. The first thing, biggest thing for me was to feel my feelings in the moment. Feel my feelings as they're happening. When a feeling arises, feel it, acknowledge it within myself. I don't have to make a huge broadcast to anybody, but acknowledge it within myself. Acknowledge it and be able to Like, okay, all right, I'm feeling upset. All right, cool. We've named it. Now we can dive deeper. Find out what is it that's making us upset. Why is it happening? Why is it making us upset? And then dive deeper. Why is that? And why is that? And then what comes up from that? And then eventually you feel the feelings, you've acknowledged it, you're able to give it that space, time, and opportunity to be felt, seen, heard, understood, acknowledged. And then as you feel those feelings in the moment, instead of just kind of suppressing it, pushing it down, or putting on a back burner or anything like that, you can absolutely feel through those feelings quicker. So that was definitely one thing that I had to learn how to do, and it was kind of difficult for me in the beginning. And sometimes it is difficult in moments, because sometimes I, don't want to feel certain feelings, and that doesn't change the fact that they're there. It just prolongs the process of me getting over that feeling that doesn't feel good, that feeling that's uncomfortable, that feeling that just zaps my energy. So as I feel through it, I allow myself to express myself in a healthy way, that emotion. So if I'm upset, I've learned to, instead of just trying to be like, oh, I'm good, I'm fine, I'm just gonna, do something else to take my mind over, I'm just gonna, try to distract myself or anything like that. No, I'm gonna feel it. I'm upset. I'm angry. And that's okay. And I'm more comfortable and more free with expressing to other people in my life if I'm feeling, an emotion that I'm feeling. If I'm feeling, down, or if I'm upset, and somebody asks me how I'm doing, I'm not gonna, necessarily like, oh, I'm great, and just brush up. No, if there's somebody that I can open up to like that, I'll let them know what's going on. Yeah, I'm upset. I'm upset because of this. And the more I integrate with myself and with my inner child, and learning more about myself and diving deeper within myself, I'm able to acknowledge more real time when feelings aren't mine, or energy isn't mine, or energy isn't necessarily mine in the moment. So especially if I'm having, and my inner child is expressing an emotion, and all of a sudden I'm frustrated about something, and it doesn't necessarily it feels like me, but it's not so much like this is happening to me. It's like I'm able to acknowledge, oh, my inner child is angry. I'm angry, and this is my inner child speaking. My inner child, being able to acknowledge that, and also give your inner child that space, time, and opportunity to have these feelings heard, to be able to be acknowledged, to be able to be seen. And then in being able to do that, they're able to be healed and grow and bond closer with you, and connect more with you, because you guys are flowing in sync. You guys are one. You guys are going with the flow. So that's definitely a very, very pivotal thing that that I learned, that I practice, that I do daily, several times a day, to really feel my feelings. And through experience, at first I was like, I don't really want to feel my feelings. I just want to, it doesn't feel good. And yeah, I did that. And I prolonged it, and I prolonged it. And then I'm seeing now, when I actually feel my feelings in the moment and acknowledge my feelings and be safe within myself to feel these feelings and express these feelings how I need to. Sometimes I don't want to talk to people. Sometimes I'm upset and I just want to draw or color. Sometimes I'm upset and I just want to binge watch TV for a little bit. Sometimes I'm upset and I just want to take a nap. Sometimes I'm upset and I need to take a bath and just soak and just calm down. Sometimes I need to just take a walk, get some fresh air, ground my feet, ground myself, things like that. And when I do that, when I allow myself to be and to feel in the moment, the feelings truly do flow through quicker, easier, smoother than when I try to, oh no, it's fine, I'm just gonna do this, I'm gonna distract myself. No, fuck that. Fuck that. It adds more stress. It adds more weight. It adds more drama. I don't have time for that. I don't have the energy, desire, or necessity for that. I don't have to go through that and interact that way or deal with that way in order to feel through these feelings. Just feel through the fucking feelings. If you gotta stomp a little bit, stomp. Make sure you get that energy out. Stomp. If you gotta shake, If you gotta, whatever, do that. Do it with your chest out. Do it full out, wholeheartedly. Give it your all. Feel those feelings in the moment so that way they can flow through. And then there's nothing really left. And then you can get back to that peace. Go ahead and ground yourself. And even if you'll get to the point, if you're not already there, to, as you're going through those things, feeling those emotions, etc., you're able to, yes, I'm upset, but I'm going to still do this. I know the things that I need to do. I know the things that bring me back to peace. I know the things that rebalance me, that recenter me, that, release the fog, that bring me back into alignment. I know those things that I can do. And it, no one's half the battle. Other half is doing it. So I'll be upset, and then, I'll start doing stuff. I'll turn on some, high frequency music just to let it play, because I know even if I'm not consciously, all in, I know what it's doing. I know the power of it. I know how it, affects me. I know how it uplifts me, how it balances me, how it, satiates me, all of that. So maybe I'll just turn it on. I'll still be upset. That's fine. But now they're both working at the same time. They're both working at the same time. And an example for me was, a real life example of using those things when I, don't feel like it, but I need to, is over the past couple of days, I've had some experiences that have left me feeling, not even left me feeling, I allowed myself to feel these feelings. And they weren't really good feelings. I didn't really like it. I was upset. I was confused. I was just really in a place of uncertainty in certain things, and I didn't like that. I don't like not knowing. I don't like being uncertain. I don't like feeling uncomfortable. I don't like feeling in limbo, things of that nature. So I acknowledged those feelings. I was like, I'm feeling these feelings. I don't like that I'm feeling these feelings, but I'm still gonna feel these feelings, and that's okay. And talk to my girls and let them know what was, how I was feeling, what was going on. They poured into me. They're very reciprocal. I love them. I appreciate the support, like just being able to pour into me in those moments of giving me those confirmations that I know, but I just need those reminders of. And they gave me the space to feel my feelings, to be able to express, I'm upset, or I'm feeling foolish, or I'm feeling this way, or I'm this, and being able to openly do that in a safe space. Because for me, it's easy for me. Like, I don't necessarily need people to fix things for me. I don't need you to, if I'm telling something, I don't need you to fix it. I just need pretty much sometimes generally a soundboard. I just need somebody to listen. I just need somebody to hear me get it, hear myself get it out. I can pretty much, figure it out. But when if I'm not able to figure out, it out on my own, I'm able to have somebody who can assist me with that in the moment. Because sometimes it gets really, really cloudy. I know what to do, but I'm just not there within myself in that moment to be able to, throw in a counteraction, because I'm deep in the feeling, and that's okay. So I did that, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna put my phone on airplane mode for a little bit. I'm gonna, chill. I'm gonna, do what I need to do. I took a nice bath, a nice soak, took a nice nap in the bath. It was lovely, I, cleaned up a little bit, lit some incense, turned on my music. I made myself something nice to eat. I relaxed. I, binge watched a little bit of TV. And that was really good. That felt really nice. That felt really good to be able to do those things lovingly within myself. And I didn't feel like it necessarily. I was, in my feelings, and it was cloudy, and it was muddled, and all of that. And I'm just like, I really don't fucking feel like doing this. I just fuck this shit. Like, I just, the comfortable part of me, the part of me that's, been used to pain and trauma, or, negative feelings, or feeling down, or depression or something. It's just like, let's just sit in it. Be good. Let's just chill. We know this. It's like, I could, but I know what this feels like. And although I'm used to the feeling in certain ways, I don't really want to feel like that. And I don't have to. Because I know ways. I have tools in my arsenal to be able to pull out. I'm like, okay, we can do this. We can do that. We can do this. And little by little, it's not necessarily going to be a Superman donkey punch straight to the chest, one hitter quitter. With what it is I do, sometimes it's boom, we throwing it back, chair over the head, stuff like that. I don't know. You know, sometimes it takes a little bit of things and assistance and all of that, and that's cool. Because when you got it, and you on it. You on it. And it's good. It's all good. And then soon enough, you fell through the feelings. You're back at peace. You're back at contentment. You're back at happiness. You're back to just dancing, stuff like that. It's beautiful. And another thing that I learned, and it is very, 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 very important, and it is something that a lot of people do not like to do, myself included. But I've learned the health of it, the healing of it, the releasing, the freedom of it, the beauty in it, the magnificence and the magic in it. This thing right here that I'm about to tell y'all, it is more powerful than even you realize. It is so powerful, and it's so simple, but it's not always easy. And that's okay. As long as you still do it. Do it scared. Do it angry. Do it confused. Do it happy. Do it however, whenever, and why ever you want to. Cry. Let those tears flow. Let them flow down your face. Even if it's, I know we got the one little Denzel tear. You can do that. That's cool. But let that shit out. Just let it out. Happy tears, boo-hoo tears, crocodile tears, wails, screams, sobs, sniffles, the silent cries. Get it out. Get it out. If you by yourself, oh, really let that shit out. If you by yourself, you crack it open and let it flow. Flow like the rivers, flow like the streams, flow into the oceans and the seas, flow all the way through the cosmos. Let it flow. You deserve it. You are worth it. And it won't kill you. So, boom, you're going to survive it. You're going to survive crying. You're going to survive the tears. It's so healing to cry. Cry when you're happy. Cry when you're sad. Cry when you're upset. Cry when you're confused. Cry when you're depressed. Cry when you're so excited you don't know what to do. Cry when you saw a kitty cat. Cry when you and your plants are flourishing. Cry when you got your garden right. Cry when you folded that sheet. Sometimes cry when your sheets smell so good. Cry when you want to. Cry just because, you know what, I just need to release. Just let it go. Let it out. Cry. It's so beautiful. It's so healing. It's so healthy. It's so freeing. It's everything. And then some. But speaking of water and rain and, just letting things flow, I'm going to read an excerpt from my book, Random Radiance, an MT Radiant Anthology, available on Amazon. And this one is actually called In the Thundering Rain. So listen to it, see what it resonates with you. Let me know what you think. In the Thundering Rain. As I sit here and listen to poetic justice, I think about the poetic justice I'm giving myself. My words are my weapon of defense. My words are my superpower of success. My words caress and roll from my body like velvet and fine silk. My words are a vibe you can't help but jig to, simply enticing. My words are alluring and illuminating. And the best part, my words are me. There is so much power in your words. There is so much power in what you speak, how you speak, your intentions behind what you speak. They are powerful. They are manifesting. They are magical. Like, even if you are upset or you feel in some way, still speak those affirmations over your life. Hear yourself saying that I am powerful, I am successful, I am abundant. I am capable of all things. I make it through all of my obstacles and challenges. I have a loving support system. I am healthy. I am wealthy. Even if your brain doesn't just like, nah, fuck that shit. No, we not doing it. You see what we dealing with. You see what we going through. You see how we feeling. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, come on now. That's cool. But your heart, your brain only knows so much. Your brain can only, do so much. That heart, open, expanding. It's evolving. It's able to take in. It's able to acclimatize. It's able to spread. It's able to push out. It's able to do all that at the same time and multiply it and then some. Speak from your heart. Your heart knows. Your energy don't lie. Words can lie. Your energy does not lie. Your intentions are you want this, you need this, you are this, but your brain is maybe not telling you that. Still say it. Still say it. It's going to be difficult at times, and that's okay. Still do it. I'm powerful. I love myself. I'm grateful. I'm so good. Find little things to be grateful for. Even if you... I'm grateful that my carpet is vacuumed. I'm grateful that I had cold water today. I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful. And as you start with those gratitudes, just little gratitudes, it just rolls. It just continues. It just becomes more. You got this gratitude going. Now I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for the birds. I'm grateful for the trees. I'm grateful for the silence of me. I'm grateful for my tires. All of these things, slowly but surely, and it becomes natural. It becomes second nature. Next thing you know, you're just, boom, gratitude for everything. Crying out of gratitude, happy out of gratitude. You'll feel it in your sternum. You feel it in your core. You feel it in your chest. And it's just that, it's so intense, but it's so beautiful. It feels so nice. It feels so warm and tingly and buzzing and powerful and light, and it's radiating and it's pumping and it's like it's almost overwhelming, but it's not too much. So it's not overwhelming. And it is way more than a little bit. So it is not underwhelming. It is just enough. No matter how much, no matter how deep, no matter how expansive, no matter how pulsating, you just expand for it. You are whelmed. All the blessings, all the abundance, all the things, all the reciprocation, the support, everything that's coming in, you are so whelmed. You just expand and receive, and as you receive, you give. And the more you give, the more the universe is like, look what they doing. Oh yeah, here. Oh, let me give you some more. And the more it gives you, you're like, oh, okay. Oh, I see you. Hold on. And you give more. And it just keeps going. The more you give, the more you receive. Flat out. Even a little bit. It all adds up. It rolls. It goes. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And it's all in you. And it starts with how you speak. And when you don't want to, it's fine. Just still do it. Acknowledge your feelings. Feel those feelings. Cry if you need to. If somebody feels some type of way, if you're around, if you're in public or you're around people, whatever, and something, causes you to cry, and you cry, and somebody feels some type of way, or they have something to say, tell them to suck your ass. Tell them to suck your ass, swallow your shit, and have a great fucking day. And if you have a problem saying it, or you're not comfortable saying everything yourself, you can tell them that I said it. You can tell them that Lexi said it, Hurricane Lexi said it, Lady Radiance said it. You can tell them that I said it. Suck my ass, swallow my shit, and have a great fucking day. Because I'm going to feel my feelings. I'm going to be in this moment. I don't give a fuck how you feel, what you're thinking, what you have going on in your world in regards to what I'm experiencing directly within myself. It sounds like a you problem. That don't have shit to do with me. Peace. It's not about your business. Do what you want to do. Feel how you need to feel in the moment. As long as you are safe, as long as you are not endangering yourself or endangering other people or harming yourself or harming other people, feel how you want to feel. If you want to take some paint, splatter it all over the place, fine. If you want to just cook and make a mess in the fucking kitchen, you just experiment with shit, and you may or may not eat it. It may or may not be edible. Do that. Do it and have fun. Get messy if you want to. Get crazy. Go ahead and get creative. Go ahead and get creative. Do what you want to do. Wrap yourself in a blanket if you want to. Cry. Eat ice cream. Do whatever. Feel those feelings. and let it flow. As my sister says, and as she's always said and told me, feel, heal, and release. Feel, heal, and release. Feel those feelings in a moment. Feel them so that you can heal them and know what it is to heal. If you don't know what what can be done to heal it, or what can be done to fix it, or what can be done to turn it around, let's sit. Sit and listen to it. Sit in that discomfort. Sit in that pain. Just sit. Play some high frequency music if you need to. Listen to a guided meditation if you need to. Do some movement if you need to. Do some yoga. Do some word searches, Sudoku, color, draw, paint, whatever. Do some meditation. Meditation doesn't always have to be sitting, cross-legged. It doesn't have to do that. If that is, that's great. One of my most effective meditations is when I'm coloring in a coloring book. I have so many coloring books. I use the markers, just color. I just don't know. And then my thoughts flow, but they flow in a calmer state. I'm able to hear them more. I'm able to understand them more. I'm able to integrate them and receive them more, to be able to really be able to understand what and why I'm feeling what I'm feeling, and being able to find solutions, because I have all the answers within me. I have everything I need within myself. We all do. We all have everything we need within ourselves. It's just about unlocking that, activating it, opening it up, accepting it, doing what needs to be done, going through the door. It's all up to us, and that's okay. We're gonna have fun doing it. We're gonna do it scared. Perfectly fine. But I'm gonna go and read another book. Another passage from my book that talks a little about when you're in the thick of it. When I wrote this writing piece, I was, in one of my storms, one of my challenges, and I was in the thick of it. And this is one of the ways that I expressed myself when doing so. And this one is called In This Moment, Simple. 2 days. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 0 equals 4. 4 million thoughts racing through my head. 4 times the intensity of my emotions. Forcing myself to keep it all in check. Simple. Keep it cute. Keep it sane. Keep it quiet. Always keep it quiet. Gotta make a good impression. Gotta make sure I'm viewed with class and tact. Always making sure I make those around me look good. Can't be out here looking like or doing just anything. Don't feel good? Shit, that sucks. Please don't. Please don't be out here looking like it while we're out here, please. I don't want people looking at us crazy, or worse, looking with pity because you're walking around looking like a damn abandoned, wounded ASPCA dog in the flesh. Fuck! We all have something going on in our lives. So what makes you think you're so fucking special to me? Huh? Pull it together, bitch. At least that's what my brain tells me you really want to say to me when I'm having a mentally rough day. My emotions are in turmoil, and I just want a little genuine comfort and understanding. Please just help me cope with and overcome this feeling in this moment, for just a moment. That's what I want to say. But instead, I keep it quiet, keep it cute, simple. So that kind of goes back into what I was saying as far as my journey of feeling my feelings in the moment, being able to express myself, being able to express those emotions, express what I'm feeling in order to be able to heal those things. At that time in my life, I was at the very beginning, at the beginning points of that. I was at the beginning points of starting to express what I was feeling and let that be known, get that out. And I'm going to be honest, I was still so afraid to get angry. To let that anger out. I had so much rage, so much anger, so much hurt, so much that was mine, and even more that wasn't mine. that was rumbling and raging within my soul. And although words are my best and most creative way of expressing myself, it was difficult for me to use my throat chakra and let that out. So, I wrote that as these are things that I want to say. These are ways that I want to express myself, but I don't want to look crazy. I don't want to look like I'm all emotional or all sensitive or I got so much going on. And I was feeling that really deep. Feeling my feelings and crying when I needed to. Those helped me get to the point where I could express myself, where my throat chakra is healthier, where I'm more comfortable with the uncomfortable conversations. I'm more comfortable with being uncomfortable and working through those things, knowing what's on the other side, knowing what comes after that. So I'm going to do one that provides some inner insight it provides inner insight, and it's some inner insight that I was having, and I wrote about it. And it's called TV Fuzz. It's on page 22 in the book. So we've got TV Fuzz. Comfort food. As I'm swirling around in my mental tornado, I know I can count on my comfort food to bring a sprinkle of smiles to my soul. Floating in a sea of fuzz, falling asleep to the TV buzz behind my ears. Who am I? Am I the authentic version of me? Or am I wallowing around in some fraudulent version of a wannabe me? What is my soul crying out? What does my soul crave? Ooh, cinnamon rolls, yummy. These are so good. Feeling the sparks of taste bud sensationalism throughout my stomach and spreading was a much better alternative to the existential quarter-life crisis going on in the background of my head. The thought of yams touching the macaroni and cheese makes my mouth water and nerve endings spark hot fire. Comfort food. Feeding my soul and sparking my senses. Satisfying my stomach. Satiating my mind. Even if only for a moment or two. Comfort food. So in that one, that's when I was in the mode of asking myself more of those questions, diving deeper. Like, am I really being me? I feel like I'm being me, but I feel like there's a person, like, what parts of me are just illusions of me? Or they're projections of me from other people? Like, as I was really starting the shedding process of my soul, shedding process of my life, shedding process of who I am, getting rid of what doesn't serve me, get rid of what isn't me, what isn't my energy, what isn't my thoughts, what isn't my projections, getting rid of all of that and coming into who the fuck I am. Fully, wholly, rawly, authentically, truly, blissfully, happily, peacefully, who I am, and who I continue to be and evolve and become. All of that. It's me. So, in terms of choosing me, I'm going to read a story called Sunflower. It's on page 55 of the book, and it's a story in regards to me really taking control of myself, my life, my healing, my growth. Choosing me, really choosing me. 10 toes down, 100% all in, dead ass. So here we've got Sunflower. She walked down the path, working to see the forest for the trees. Or maybe she sees all the trees and is working not to get suffocated by it all. She chuckles at the irony of being suffocated by the very thing that gives off air. Too much of a good thing is never good. As she walks through the forest, she comes across a man in a cloak. As she gets closer to the man, she realizes that he is admiring a beautiful, blooming, vibrantly colorful flower. Tall, strong, and radiant. She wonders to herself, my, what a beautiful flower. I wonder what he did to make it bloom so bright. I'll ask him. No. I could never be able to do what he did to make it grow like that and look so strong and beautiful. I'll just leave it alone. But it is so beautiful. And he obviously put so much time, care, effort, and love into it. I have to tell him. By this time, she was close enough to speak to the man. Not wanting to startle the man, she gently called out loud enough, just loud enough for him to hear her. Excuse me, sir. No movement. Continuing to walk down the path, inevitably getting closer to the man, she tried again. Good afternoon, sir. This time, the man turned his head at the sound of her voice, and when they locked eyes, she almost stopped in her tracks. Does she know this man? She shook the thought from her head instantly, telling herself that she's walking this fork in her path for the first time. So there's no way she could know this man. She's never met him before. Yeah, there's no way. She looks at him, smiles, and says, Hello, sir. I don't mean to interrupt you. I just want to let you know that your flower is so beautiful and vibrant. You've done an excellent job of growing and maintaining it. The man turned his face fully to her and smiling back said, Peace, Sunflower. Thank you kindly for those words. However, I can't take the credit for the fullness, vibrancy, and overall health of this immaculate flower. You see, she did this all herself. I was just a catalyst to aid her growth. She was perplexed at hearing this. You see, she was in fact a flower. And based on her experiences and the things she's seen throughout her journey, she thought a flower growing on its own was something of a fairy tale. However, she was intensely intrigued at the insinuated gander of this being a tangible reality for her. Also, what made him call her Sunflower? She wasn't a sunflower, nor does she look like one. She used to be called Sunflower in her dreams sometimes. She had them more when she was younger than she does now, but she never told anyone about it. In fact, she'd even written off the notion as a dream state coincidence. So once again, she tossed the thought to the back of her mind. That's so interesting. How does she do that? I've never seen it done before so closely. At this, the man fully turned around towards her and strongly said, I can't tell you how she does it, but I can show you things that might help you find the way yourself. Incredulously, she retorted, So you're saying that I can do this myself? That I have what it takes? I'm not sure yet if I can do it, but I'm willing to give it a try. How do I get started? What will I need? Eyes gleaming brightly, smiling warm and genuine, he said, Follow me. We'll get started. Boom, and that's the start of my psychedelic journey. July 2020 is when I was introduced to psychedelic healing, and entheogens, plant medicines, animal medicines, different, really the spiritual world, and really diving into that. And me, I'm kind of a, jump all in. My main things are pretty much like, hey, am I going to die? No. Am I going to be able to either go to work or do whatever it is, and, function, do whatever it is I need to do at whatever time I need to do it? Yes. All right, cool. If it's for my healing, for my growth, for my development, for my pleasure, for my joy, for my expansion, if I feel safe to do it, I'm going to do it, generally. As I've gone on my journey and in my life, it has taken me down paths, journeys, adventures, experiences that I would have never dreamed, couldn't have written it down, wherever, nothing. Like, it's so beyond beautiful. I am so immensely and infinitely grateful for all of the things that I experienced. Good, bad, ugly, amazing, phenomenal, all the ebbs and flows, all of the things in my life, because it helps and molds and shapes who I am today and gives me a hell of a fucking story. And being able to really connect with so many people, even more so as I continue down my journey and I continue to go. It's fun. Overall, it's so much fun because I don't have the typical story. Like, I've got different things like, oh, I've walked in Fashion Week, and oh, I've done snake venom, and oh, I've, done the road trip, and oh, I've spoken here, and I've done this, and oh, I got a book, and oh, I've done this, and just random stuff. And it's so amazing. I've been able to accomplish things I've always wanted to do. I have a whole new set. I'm at the point where I have a whole new set of dreams, goals, aspirations that I am creating for myself, because by the time I was 29, I accomplished all of the, outside of getting married and having children, I accomplished all of the dreams and goals that I had for myself, known and really kind of unknown. Like, I've been in music videos. I've, been, on TV. I've walked in Fashion Week. I've been a model. I've done this. I've helped people. I've moved and lived in a different state. I've swam in the ocean. I've done, just all of these different things. And I'm just like, I am so grateful. Like, I am so whelmed and grateful, and I am so abundant and full of overflow that I have no choice but to pour out to other people. One, that opens our space for me to get more and receive more, to be able to pour in more. But it keeps me from blowing up, like all of this light, all of this fire, all of this energy, all of this fireworks and everything. I can only hold so much inside. I can only hold so much within myself. And it's like, peace, 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 peace. Hey everybody, if I didn't get a chance to say it yet, hi everybody, peace. Thank you so much for being here. Love gang all day. Y'all already know what it is, gang gang. But yes, just really being able to dive into those things. And now I have the more I dive deep, the more I learn, the more I explore, the more I explore psychedelics and entheogens, which causes me to dive deeper into myself. And I'm bomb as fuck. Like, I realize and acknowledge that, like, people tell me, but it's like, when you know within yourself who the fuck you are, it's beautiful. And you help others be able to see who the fuck they are as well, so they can stand in that power as well. They can, boom, you get this overflow, you get this energy, boom, you got a contact, you got contact on the radiance, you got all the radiance, go ahead, spread that light, be yourself, flow, do all of that, enjoy your life, enjoy fun, enjoy embracing your inner child. Find new things that your inner child likes to do. Do the things that your inner child likes to do. So what if somebody feels some type of way? So what if somebody's watching? I don't give a fuck if anybody's looking at you on, ooh, what they doing? What they doing? Fuck that. I'm dancing. I'm having a good time. I'm getting it. I'm making records. I'm doing all of that. I'm dancing in the street. I'm dancing in the rain. I love to dance in some motherfucking rain. Just goodness. That's the epitome of the chart, just that being in that rain, just letting the water flow over you. You're cleansing, you're spreading the water, you're charging the water as you're letting it flow over you, and it comes out of the droplets that fall off of you. It's just charged with your energy, and you're spreading it, and it's beautiful, and you are just cleansing and having fun, and you're being free, and you're spread, like, oh my goodness, do that. Play in the rain. If you get your hair wet, get your crown wet. Cleanse your crown. Cleanse your scalp. Go ahead. Let all of it. All of it. And have so much fun doing it. Do it unapologetically. If somebody feels some type of way, telling me to bring your ass in the rain with me, or get the fuck up out my face and going back to what you was doing. Because you deserve it. You're worthy of it. What you eat don't make them shit. What they eat don't make you shit. So who cares what they think about what it is that you're doing? Or how it is that you're doing it, or what the fuck you look like doing it. First and foremost, the only thing that matters, you look beautiful, free, and radiant doing it. Mic drop, that's all that matters. You pouring into yourself and pouring into others. So what? If they want to, you know, try to block off that good energy, so be it. That's their choice. And that's okay. You go ahead. I lose nothing. You're receiving my overflow. I'm already filled. I'm feeling myself. I'm being refilled. I'm being charged up. You're receiving my overflow. If you don't want it, that's okay. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transferred and transmuted. It goes somewhere else. It flows into somebody else. Okay, you may not feel it, but the person next to you, oh, they got it. They going home to dance in the rain. They may not be comfortable to do it in public, but when they get home, if it's still raining, oh, they dancing in the backyard. They having a good time. It pours into it. They may make a painting about it. They may make a song, or they may write something about it. It may inspire them to do something creatively within themselves. Just simple as playing the rain. They don't have to do it. They don't have to be in the rain, but they can still get the effects. You get the full effects and then some. So win-win situation. So, in terms of reclaiming the radiance, I'm going to read yet another piece. In case you didn't know, I got some relatable pieces up in here. So I definitely will be referring to these because, you know, they were written between the writing pieces in this book were written between September 2019 and December 2021. So, you know, the very beginning of me choosing myself and leaving an unhealthy and abusive relationship and choosing myself and, you know, starting over and really, you know, all of that from there, going through, you know, going to the refuge to do soul surgery on myself, to really dive deep into what's going on with me and my traumas, my triggers, you know, healing myself, because I refuse to continue to live that way. I refuse to continue to, you know, go down that path if I don't have to and I don't want to. So I went to the refuge, and then from there, you know, the beginning of my introduction and immersion into psychedelics and entheogens and spiritual healing and spirituality and really myself and magic. And I was definitely a little douchebag a little bit at first. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was like, I'm not magical. I don't do magic. I'm not a magician. Okay, bye. I'll talk to you later. I'll see you later. Okay, sure, whatever. Okay. Like, I just was not with it. I'm like, this is not what I was learning. Like, okay, like, it's cool. Like, I'm learning, but it's like, yeah, look at me now. Look at me now. Over here, like, once I dived in, it's like, okay, yeah, like, no, that's right. I'm magical as fuck. I'm manifesting. I'm spiritual. I'm beautiful. I'm powerful. I'm important. I'm valued. I'm worthy. I am invaluable. You know, I'm so valuable. I'm invaluable. Like, I am what I am. I am that I am. I am who I am. A reflection of you, and you're a reflection of me. So we lit as fuck. But in going into that, I'm going to read the story called Light Body. And this one is on page 62. And it's another story. It's another relatable story. And I admit it's one of my favorites. So this one is titled, like I said, Light Body. And it goes a little something like this. Rub on my cheeks, give me kisses, candy sweet. My energy is your tasty treat. Don't leave a mess, my space is peacefully neat. Treat me like the queen you know I am. Don't come in here acting like a ham. You know pork is not welcome where I stand. My destiny is grand, and my guides hold me by the hand. Be careful of my line in the sand. My frontliners are the baddest in the band. These motherfuckers so bad they'll leave you laying like unseasoned chicken, bland. What is it you expect out of me? What is it that you expect out of me? Who is it that you look at me to be? When you look at me, what do you see? Does being with me allow your soul to be free? I catch myself increasingly getting caught up in the beautifully small moments happening in and around me every day, many of which have always been there, but I just overlook them while searching for the big moments I've so sought for. Showing sincere gratitude for the many, many blessings that I receive abundantly every day was once easy for me to do, but in time had grown to be a challenge and then a seeming impossibility. I had to take time, real time, to find myself, then learn myself, and most importantly, love myself. The process proved to be my most challenging obstacle yet. There are many times that I wanted to give up, begged to give up, and even once tried to completely give up. Through it all, I thought I'd never get through to the other side. But with no other choice, I tread on. The days got dark, the nights got darker, then lighter, then nothing at all. I'd sunk deep, way too deep. At times catapulting into the depths of my sunken place, the point of no return, or so I thought. As soon as I decided to move in and get comfortable, something inside me leapt up. I yelled for it to sit back down, but I was so beaten, broken, and weak that it barely came out as a whisper. Yet I continued to scream at the something to sit down. I was ignored, thoroughly, fully, and oh so blatantly ignored. Oh, hell no. So I screamed increasingly, louder and louder, so silently loud that soon the dogs were yelling at me to shut up, because they were the only ones who could hear me at that point. Left with no other choice, I bolted up from my seat and over to the something, arms outstretched, ready to squeeze the life from its very core, silencing it forevermore and leaving me back in my pit. But something happened. I was blindsided. As soon as I leapt up, the something turned to me, and with an excitement and ecstasy I've never seen before, ran toward me at lightning speed. My arms were outstretched, so I thought I could block it. But before I could finish formulating the thought, it enveloped and soaked into me. I couldn't even stop it. It stopped me in my tracks. I gripped my chest tightly, anticipating the immense pain that I was sure to experience. Instead, I was filled with the smallest, fiercest rumble of fire in the base of my belly. What is this? And why doesn't it hurt? I looked down at my stomach and saw that the fire had caused an illumination of golden light to radiate from my core. I gasped and looked around, noticing then that I could now faintly start to see my way. I was so happy, I started to give thanks over and over. That's when I noticed the light start to get a little stronger. I could now see in front of me and started to walk, determined to now find a way out, leaving everything I had brought with me behind me. Soon, I got to a fork in the path and wasn't sure which way to go. I couldn't risk picking the wrong one and ending up back where I was, or worse. So I paused. I gave thanks for all the progress that I had made thus far and asked for guidance on picking the right path towards my light and freedom. I gave thanks again, then I breathed in deeply. I repeated twice more, then looked around. Within seconds, a light started to reflect on one of the paths, and I followed it, giving intense gratitude all along the way. Soon, I found my way out. I was so weakened, yet grateful after my journey. Looking around, I realized that things weren't the same, but I had to get home safely. So I started walking, the light guiding my direction. To be continued. So with that, I got deep. You know, I'm no stranger to being in the sunken place, and in the sunken place is sunken place, and being deep in those dark feelings, and nobody noticing it on the outside, or nobody realizing or noticing the depths of it on the outside, because I carry it so well, I handle it so well, I manage and maintain it so well. I'm no stranger to it. And it is not easy to get out of that place on your own. Some people aren't able to, and that's okay. We need to be able to have people in our lives who are able to be there with us. They don't need to fix it. They can't necessarily fix it for us, but just be there with us as we go through those moments, as we work through, as we find our way to the light. That's what I'm here for. That's what I enjoy doing. Partly because, of my journey and the things that I've been through and the way that I have gone through and gotten to the point that I'm at now, I can relate. I understand what it's like to do it on your own. I understand what it's like to do it when you have support systems there. I know the importance of it, the depths of it, the power in it. It's part of my assistance to you. So wrapping up, we're almost finished. I'm just gonna go through and I'm just gonna read a couple of these short pieces because they're, some affirmations, some, really just being able to give you some light because you deserve it. So the first one I'm gonna go with, it goes blow, dro, go, snow. We'll go in order of those, and then we'll go ahead and wrap it on up. So we'll start with blow, and this is one of the it's definitely some affirmations. Like I said, some affirmations. So blow. Spite, fight, try with all your might. Narcissistic tactics just to try and prove you're right. Flicking your shadows in my face in attempts to snuff my light. But bless your heart, oh dear, or sweet child, for you could never blow out something this bright. Next is dro. And this one is one, if you're 420 friendly, I definitely encourage you to do this as you are partaking, if that's part of your meditation, or even if you just want to just chill, just incorporate it every now and then. See what it does for you, see what it, how it resonates. And if not, use it as a meditation. And if so, use it as a meditation. So here we go, dro. Puff. Inhale the clarity. Hold the cleansing. Exhale the confusion. Hold the intentions. Breathe in the abundance you deserve. Hold in the details and feelings. Breathe out the fear that keeps you from achieving your abundance. Hold in the steadfast knowing of I deserve this abundance. Pass. So, like I said, if you're 420 friendly, you can definitely utilize this as you are partaking. If not, you can use this as a meditation. It's kind of modeled after the 4-second box breath. So that's inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and then repeat. So that's kind of the flow I was going with on this as well. So you can definitely use it in a multitude of ways, multitude of scenarios, things of that nature. Next we have go. Go, go, go. All right, so go. Running, running, running like your head's cut off. Stop and get some air. Breathe it in. Don't cough. You're running from your demons. Now your soul is lost. You bend that final corner and find that you're the big boss. What do you do now? Oh God, where can you flee? The demons now surround you and you're shocked at what you see. You glance at all their faces. No, no way, this cannot be. With heart dropped to your stomach, you say, these demons are me. That's some self-reflection for your ass. Realizing that we are, we choose all the things in our life. Even in not making a choice, we're making a choice. So all the things that we've been through, all the things that we've experienced, we chose it before we came down here. So we don't remember it. But before we came down, we chose the different lessons and experiences and stuff that we wanted to have. Now, granted, down here we do have free will, so there's maybe different ways that we go about it on this earth, but the lessons are still the same. The, intentions and stuff are still the same. So you're realizing that, oh shit, I'm responsible. I'm accountable. Oh, okay. Now what do? Hold yourself accountable. Hold yourself responsible. Take accountability for, what it is you've done, the decisions you made, the thoughts, the process, and the habits, behaviors, all of that. Find different ways to unlearn, relearn, what you need to different things you need to unlearn and relearn. Being able to integrate, being able to apologize, being able to vocalize, being able to be safe, being able to be vulnerable, transparent, authentic. All of these different things help you be more true to yourself, which means you are able to be more true to other people and what it is that you do and how you interact with people and how you spread your light and how you give your energy. So yeah. And then this last one we've got is called Snow. So this one goes a little something like this. Cold eye, cold shoulder. Damn, you feel just like a boulder. Rock hard, rock steady. My foundation is strong, and now I'm ready. Fly high, fly free, flying to where I'm destined to be. Love long, love strong. My love knowingly goes where it belongs. I go where I belong. I know I'm worthy. I know I'm valuable. I know I'm important. I know I'm special. I know I'm balanced. I know I'm safe. I know I'm all of these things. And I go where it is reciprocated, where it is aligned, where it is reflected, where it is loved and appreciated, where it is safe. And even if that place that sometimes is just with myself, by myself in my own space, that's perfectly fine. Because I've gotten to the point where I'm okay with being with myself. Being alone but not lonely. Being okay with being in just my space, but it being just me. And not feeling like I have to have people around or I need to reach out. No, I'm cool. There's times now where it's like, I don't want to deal with people. I don't, want to necessarily have people around because I'm comfortable in my space. I'm comfortable chilling, doing what I want to do, being in my own energy. When I want to have people around, reach out or have people around. But other than that, I'm okay being with myself. I'm not sad being with myself. I'm not lonely. I don't get depressed being with myself. It's like, hey, it's lit over here. We have a good time. We shake hella ass over here. And we have a great time and enjoy ourselves. And we are free. And we are abundant. And we laugh. And we cry. And we express ourselves. And we just spread the motherfucking radiance. Love gang all day. You already know what it is. So yeah, just really blossoming, blooming, shedding, transforming, alchemizing, transmuting, all of these different things. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's hard, it's ugly, it's difficult at times, but it's beautiful and it's so worth it. It's always worth it. Now I've reached the point that when I have something that's going on, I really feel, like what I used to call like a breakdown, kind of thing. It's like, it would just, make me crumble. Like I'd be able to handle it well on the outside, but inside, crumble, turmoil, chaos, all of that. Now I'm more of the eye of the storm, calm, peaceful. Yeah, I'm dealing with the stuff. It's not easy, but I know what's on the other side now. This is the breakdown before the breakthrough. I have a breakdown. I have some stuff, things seem like falling apart emotionally, mentally, things shit, all of that. Oh, it's making space, it's clearing out the old and making way for the new. We're making space. We're making way. We're making things happen. Oh yeah, let's do it. I'm strengthening up. I'm getting my tools. I'm bulking up. As I go through, I know what's on the other side. I'm coming out bigger, better, stronger, all of these things. Happier, more peaceful, lighter, more joyful. All of these beautiful things. So I welcome the challenges that come that are, divinely aligned for my path. And even the ones that I may not necessarily need to go through, but because of the choices that I made, I go through. Okay, choices I made, I gotta go through that. We gonna go the fuck through that and make sure we get all these things so that we can help the next person, so that either they don't have to go through that themselves, or while they're going through it, they got somebody who's been there who can assist, who can help. That's what I'm here for. So I'm gonna go ahead and close it on out pretty much with a lasting piece called Pen Pal. This can also be used as a meditation. It can be used as breath work, anything like that. Just really just let it flow. But here we go. We've got Pen Pal. Blackout. Let the pen take over. Speak whatever is in your mind on paper. Let your heart's voice ooze out through the ink of your pen. Let your tears activate the lines to keep you on path. Let your anger, pain, and hurt propel your hand forward as it rushes out of you. Allow your peace to surround your journey, never letting you fall off the deep end. Let the smoke from your blunt lift you up to a place of tranquil stability, balancing your mind like a scale. Let the light within you be your guide as you navigate through the dark pages of your story. Let your boundaries protect you from the thorns and poison berries that are placed so temptingly in your sights, placed there to ruin you from the inside out. May your eyes look into the windows of the soul as you encounter travelers along your journey. Not every smile is backed by good intent. Write your story. Determine your ending. Black out and let it flow. So I definitely appreciate all of you guys for tuning in live, coming in and rewatching it, just being able to take some time out for me and my Radiance and me to be able to have some raw talk with you, spread some experiences, hopefully, inspire, motivate, fertilize your soul soil, give you some gems, something that you can relate to, something that resonates with you. I definitely would love to receive your reflections, your thoughts, your feelings, all of that nature. You're definitely able to also schedule Reclaim Your Radiance sessions, random Radiance sessions, where we can discuss things. We can go through our affirmations. We can, just have just real talk like this and just allow things to flow how they flow. Just have a great time. We can do some inner child connection and creativity, really being able to dive in, tap in with who you are and being free and being just beyond words, just movements, just energy, just all of that and then some. So you can definitely do that. You can check out hurricanelexi.com. You can also tap in with the Random Radiance line. Feel free to text it. You can also call, but if I don't answer, leave a voicemail. But you can always text me. It is actually going to be me who's going to be responding to you. The phone number is 313-451-2297. That's 313-451-2297. And if you couldn't already tell, yes, I am a 90s baby. But I'm going to go ahead and end off with these last two affirmation cards that I pulled earlier for us as we wrap this all up. I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to doing this again. This is actually really fun. I enjoy being able to connect with you guys. I want to hear your feedback so I know how this is for you. So if you guys want me to do more, if you have different topics you want to be discussed, you have questions you have, anything of that nature, chat with me, communicate with me. I love it. I welcome it. I appreciate it. Always be respectful. But other than that, go ahead and let me know. So this first one we've got here, it's called Connect. So we've got Connect here. And it goes, drop in. Allow the outside world to melt away. Notice your body. How does it feel? Can you relax your bones just a little bit deeper? Notice your mind. Are your thoughts alive and racing? Can you slow them perhaps a little bit more? Sit in this stillness for just a moment longer. Now, notice your heart. What does it say? Can you let this voice grow just a little bit louder? Connect to this guidance, for it will never lead you astray. So yeah, connect. Connect with that heart. Connect with your soul. Connect with your throat. Be able, let it flow. Let it out. If for nothing else, you have a safe and a brave space here with me. You can express yourself here. You can get it off your chest. You can go ahead and allow that to flow. Be at peace. Be peaceful. If you would like for me to pour into you, I absolutely will pour into you. If you just want me to be there and sit with you and be a soundboard for you to go ahead and release yourself, I will be able to do that for you. Just gotta let me know. I'm a projector, so I need the invitation. So this is my invitation to you to invite me to assist you how you need. Let me know. Let me help you. Let me be there for you. Let me hype you up. Ow. Anyways, last one we've got here. This one is titled Learn. The time is upon you to broaden your horizons, but it doesn't have to be in a traditional sense. For not all education takes place in the classroom, and not all learning is found within books. What speaks to your soul right here, right now? Become hungry for it. Chase after it. Immerse yourself in anything and everything there is to know about what this voice is telling you to learn. Let's go and take a deep breath on that one. One more. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for taking this time for yourself, taking this time with me, for receiving, for giving, for sharing, for scheduling your sessions, for, purchasing the book, purchasing anything. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your time. Because time is your most valuable gift. That is the one thing you can't get back. And for every gift that you've given me of your time, I thank you. And I pray that I reciprocate it just as much as you need. So on that note, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Feel free to connect with me, contact me. Like I said, 313-451-2297 is the Random Radiance line. You can get information, you can connect with me, you can schedule your sessions. The website is being updated with all different sessions, stuff like that. So as that's getting updated, like I said, contact the Random Radiance line. You can also contact me on Facebook, Instagram. Instagram is hurricane_Lexi or hurricane_of_radiance is another one. I also have the Random Radiance page on Facebook. So there's definitely different ways you can contact me. You can also go to info@hurricanelexi.com to email if you have anything you would like to email me. And also if you want to leave any gratitude donations, any radiant donations, you can also go to do Cash App if you want. It's Random Radiance, or you can do AC Smith Modeling. Either one of those, they are both useful for any radiant donations, any gifts, anything of that nature. It is all appreciated, and may tenfold come back to you. On that note, I'm gonna go ahead and peace on out. So as you know me, love gang all day. Peace.